Welcome back to the channel and some more Monster Hunter Stories 3. And today, I'm going to tell you how to beat Espinas. Now, first off, starting out, we are using 3 Dread Queen Rathians from the Brachy area. That way we get the egg skill to increase our kinship gauge as our secondary. It's Solar Cry, is what it's called. So you're going to want 3 Dread Queen Rathians. Then I use a Purple Gypsyros for Tail Stun, and a Nerscylla for Sleep Needle. Also to counter Espinas when it does a speed attack later on, you know, and attacks your monster. You're going to want to switch to a technical monster. So those are the monsters that I'm using here. That's what I found success with. I did not find success with running 4 Dread Queen Rathians, which is what a lot of people are using, and then 1 Nerscylla. I just didn't find success in that. As far as equipment, we have the Namielle armor set. We have the Magia Charm Hunting Horn with the decoration called Pet. You're going to want to use that. So your opening is going to be Solar Cry with Pet, because you do not want to attack Espinas while it's sleeping. If you do that, you will lose a heart every time you attack. So you don't want to do that. So you're going to do 2 Solar Cries and 2 Pets on your first Rathian. And then you're going to switch for the third move to do a different Rathian, because you're going to be out of stamina on the first Rathian. You're going to switch to another Rathian, do the same thing, pet it for 1 turn, and then you can start attacking Espinas, because it's going to be awake by that point. Your partners will be dead. That's fine. It all works out. It's okay. As far as our other weapons, okay, we are using both the Brachy Hammer and the Brachy Gunlance. Now, if you do not have enough equipment or enough like materials to get both Brachy items, get the hammer is what people are saying. It does decent amount of damage. It's going to be your main attacker. The only reason I have the Brachy excuse me, Brachy Gunlance is because Wyvern's Fire on it does an insane amount of damage. So I think I sneak 3 of them in here. It's definitely 2, but I think it's 3. I sneak into this battle, and it chunks the health down of Espinas. Just chunks it. And then once you do Wyvern's Fire, you just put it away again. You are going to want to get a song going to regain a heart when you need that, because you are going to lose a heart at some point, I'm sure. It has this poison flame attack that it does when it's in its normal state, and its normal state is going to be power. So every now and again it'll put in this poison flame attack that you cannot dodge, and it just automatically kills you. It is a head-to-head that it shows, so you don't know if it's doing, you know, a power attack or the poison flame. There's no way to tell that I found. It's random which move it does, but it usually only does it 1 time in a set of 3. So you should have like a set of 3 moves in its normal state. Then it should go to its speed state, which you're going to want to counter with technical. And when it goes to its speed state, that's going to be very, very technical here. Not only do you have to attack with technical, but also it's going to be very technical on how you actually combat that. So it has 3 different variations of attack it does. It always ends with a Infernal Flame AoE attack that will wipe you. Okay, so you always have to be on a monster to get away from that. But the 3 variations, when it goes into the enraged state, your NPC is going to say, that thing looks angry, be careful. Or it's responding to you and it's angry. Or the last one is, I think we made it angry, very angry. They are in order from easiest to hardest, essentially, to deal with. The first one, you're going to get a technical attack. Then you're going to get the poison flame attack. Then you're going to get another technical. And then lastly, you're going to get the infernal flame. Okay? Now, if your partner is alive during this, you have a chance that she will use a move to draw its attention that the poison flame does not hit you. She has a very good course of doing that. Your partner here is Cora, obviously, as you can see, because she does help out in that aspect. She takes aggro off of you so you can do what you need to do. The second variation is going to be a technical, or not technical, a speed attack. Then it's going to be, did I say technical in the first one? Yeah, they're speed attacks, not technical attacks. You counter with technical. So the second one's going to be a speed attack followed by Raging Rampage, which is an AoE attack. The reason why this one is different than the first one with the Infernal Flame is because this one will wipe you out. Not the Infernal Flame. This one's different than the first one with the Poison Flame, because this one will wipe your entire team out. Poison Flame only attacks one person. But after the AoE attack on the second turn, then it will go back in to do another speed attack. And then after that speed attack, then it goes into Infernal Flame. The third one is the tricky one, and where a lot of people wipe, and what gave me the hardest time for so long. It'll go into a Raging Rampage AoE, the first turn of Enrage. So if you see the fire around his mouth, it's going to be Raging Rampage if it gives you this signal and it's an AoE attack on that first turn. What you want to do there is you want to counter with a kinship attack. Okay? Because the next turn, it's going to do what you're going to want to counter with a kinship attack, but not knock it down. If you're going to knock it down with a kinship attack, do something like throw a knife or heal, even if you don't need the heal. Let it do the AoE attack if you're going to knock it down in that turn. Because the next turn is a speed attack.
Come on, everyone.
That's the turn you want to knock it down. Because turn 2 being a speed attack, turn 3 is another AoE, excuse me, Raging Rampage. It's going to do that again on turn 3 of, being angry. And then the fourth one is the Infernal Flame yet again. So you have 3 AoE attacks. The first one, you're going to use a kinship attack to get out of, or ride your monster and throw a knife or heal if you are about to knock it down. Do not knock it down during the first one. Do not knock it down. So you're going to use that for the first one. Then you're going to, counter the speed attack, and you want to knock it down during the second attack that it does, because then the third AoE will be skipped. He will not do the third AoE, and he'll go straight to the not the third AoE. He will not do the third move, which is an AoE. So if you knock him down during the second move, he'll skip the third move, go straight into the fourth move when he gets up, which is the Infernal Flame. That one you have to ride a monster. You cannot, for Infernal Flame, cannot use a kinship attack on this. If you use a kinship attack on this, it will cancel it for one turn, and the next turn he does it again. Never use a kinship attack on this. So that's your 3 different patterns for when he gets agitated. You have speed, poison flame, speed into Infernal Flame. The second one is a speed into Raging Rampage, into speed, into Infernal Flame. And the third one is the Raging Rampage, speed, Raging Rampage, Infernal Flame. Needless to say, the first two, you want to knock them down on the first turn of, you know, that little section. So he skips the second move that will take a life. Or two if you're, you know, not on your monster. Or knock him down. Very, very important that you do that. It goes without saying, but I will say it, just in case. You cannot Synchro Rush this monster. If you do, you will lose. You need that knockdown to get his Wyvern Soul Gauge down. It's very important you do not Synchro Rush on any of these hard monsters. None of them. You shouldn't be Synchro Rushing any hard monsters currently. It just does not work out. I should make a video on that actually. But don't do that. Then when you get a point in time where you can hold off on your actual attempts to break the Wyvern Soul Gauge, like if you're trying to stall for time and you have a good bit of Wyvern Soul left that you know you can take out next turn when you need to, if you have the stamina, switch over to your Gunlance. If you're not using the Brachy Gunlance, use the Namielle Gunlance. And do your Wyvern's Fire. That's going to chunk damage. You're going to do it on the wings. It's going to be great. You'll see it here. I do it a couple times. Again, counter the AoEs. Counter the Poison Flame if you have to, knowing that it comes out second. So anytime Espinas does a speed move on the first turn, the second move will take a heart. You cannot block that. With one exception. The Namielle Gunlance has a move called, what is it? Deering Guard, I think it's called. Where you can block anything and you'll survive with 1 HP at least. The problem with that is you cannot use it on Infernal Flame because Infernal Flame poisons you or burns you, and it will kill you after it's over. Also, it will kill your monster outright. So you lose a heart on that if you use that. Another reason why I went with the Brachydios Gunlance, because just kill it faster. As you can tell, this fight is actually under 30 minutes long, all said and done, which is pretty quick for Espinas. As far as the monsters, what you want to do with them, you want to try and get your Rathians up in kinship as, you know, quickly as you can, but also you cannot just prioritize that over stunning Espinas. You do not want to stun Espinas when he's in normal state, where he's doing power attacks. You want to stun him in that second state where he's doing speed attacks. When he gets enraged, that's when you stun him. During turn 2 or 3, you need to stun him, depending on what he's doing. Again, the cues for that are, that thing looks angry, be careful. That's where he's going to do the poison flame attack on the second turn. It's responding to you, and it's angry. That's where he's going to do the AoE attack on the second turn. Both of these you can counter by knocking him down in the first turn, or if you get lucky and outspeed him in the second turn. It is not, I repeat, it is not reliable to try and outspeed him in the second turn, but if it comes down to that, try it. In my experience, doing a special move usually has a better chance of outspeeding. Doing just a straight up technical move or power move or speed move without, you know, any actual move type associated with it, you know, name associated with it, like Wyvern's Fire is a special move. Without having something like that, you have much less chance of going first, from my experience. I don't exactly know how it works there, because sometimes, like, my purple Gypseros will go first, and it is slower. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but then the third one, I think we made it angry, very angry. Again, the first AoE you're going to get on the monster. You're going to do a kinship attack or a regular attack, depending on, you know, the Wyvern Soul gauge. If you can get away with a kinship attack without knocking him down, do that. Okay? It will cancel out this AoE attack. Then the next turn, he's going to do a speed attack, and that's when you try and knock him down. You need to deplete the Wyvern Soul gauge in the second turn of this one to get rid of the third turn, which is another AoE. And then once he's knocked down, do as much damage to that Wyvern Soul as you can. And then when he gets back up, just know he's going for an AoE for you. You need to get on a monster, and you need to do not use a kinship attack, but rather just attack him with like just press A for technical attack or speed or power. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you hit him first, sometimes he does the flame move first. It doesn't matter either way. So yeah, that's it. If your Nerscylla or your purple Gypseros get full on kinship, use them first, because it takes them a lot longer to work up, yes, but you're using them all the time to try and stun Espinas. Okay? So they are getting a lot of time out there. But make sure you have at least one Rathian with full charge. And then when you don't have a move that you have to use, you know, Tail Stun or Sleep Needle, get a Rathian in and do your special to try and get it more kinship. You know, it's Solar Cry. Try and get them in when you can, when you don't need to do anything to knock Espinas down. The whole thing comes out to a little bit of a rhythm. The whole thing comes out to a little bit of trial and error. But if you play it a couple times, you will get it. Also, if you do not have the Brachydios Gunlance, like I said, you can use the Namielle one. The Namielle one is weaker, but it has the upside of it has Daring Dodge, or Daring Guard, or Daring Guard. It's just not as strong, so it's going to take you a little bit longer. Or if Espinas is giving you issue, but you can break one of its parts every time you fight it, if you do that 6 times, you can get Espinas' Gunlance, and it has one hell of a Wyvern Fire. Even stronger than Brachydios, so look forward to that when you unlock it. Espinas does have a chance to run away at the end. I do suggest throwing a paintball the turn you're going to kill it. I did not, because I didn't think I was going to kill it that turn. It still ran away. I still got the eggs, which I am super thankful for. But you can go get the egg right away, like I did, because I completely missed it. I forgot to go into the cave to get all the other stuff. Go get the egg, come back. The cave's still going to be empty for now. I don't know if Espinas respawns or not, but for now it's empty. You can go back in, get all the stuff.
Let's go.
As far as when you pick up the eggs, I would suggest getting the first egg closest to the exit first, and taking it to the exit, dropping it off, and then going back for the second one. Because if Espinas wakes up and catches you before you make it out of there with an egg, you're going to have to defeat it again before you can get an egg. And if you wipe in the second one, you get no eggs, even if you're carrying it. You have to drop it off first. That's how you ensure that you get it. So I do suggest going to the first nest. It looks like it always spawns with 2. So go to the first nest, get an egg, get it to the entrance. Do not exit, okay? Just get it to the entrance where it says that you received credit for the egg, and then go back to the second one and get the second egg. But that is basically it in a nutshell. I don't think I missed anything. You're gonna have to, keep an eye on your stamina bar. You're gonna have to keep an eye on the Wyvern Soul gauge. But just know it is frustrating. It can be RNG heavy. If he continuously goes for the third attack when he's enraged, where he does 3 different AoE attacks, I had bad luck over and over and over and over again, where he just stayed in that from like just over half health, and you just can't keep up. So you have to get a little bit lucky here with that. But if you do that, you're fine. Other than that, hopefully your partner is up for long enough that she can take aggro from you when you need to, and she does have a trap that she can set, and she also throws 2 barrel bombs. So hopefully that all works out for you. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. I'd be happy to talk to you about anything you need. If you did like the video, please consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. All be much appreciated. You can continue watching, but I'm going to get out of here. We'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Good going. Nailed it.
Watch out! What?
Ready? I got it! The power of friendship!
Now!
Counting on you.
Now's your chance!
Good going. How's this?
Amazing!
Watch out!
This is bad.
Let's go! Ready?
Over here!
Oh no!
I'm not done.
Just calm down.
Approaching!
Let's do this!
Okay.
What?
Counting on you. Ready? Let's go! Come on, everyone! Counting on you. Nice one!
Now!
Amazing!
Watch out!
Let's go! Ready?
No! Let's calm down.
Counting on you.
Oh
Not.
I won't give up. There!
no! You did it! All right!
Nice job.
Whew, that's done.
Oh-ho!
Huh? Now then.
All right. Yeah. All right.